Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today we will be taking a look at some Karens and some interesting moments and some wholesome moments as well. But before we get started, just make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So in this first video, we have this lady on an airplane that gets upset when the flight attendant refuses to serve her any drinks. I guess since she already looks like she is under the influence, the flight attendant decided to cut her off, but the passenger gets upset when she serves another passenger that's sitting next to her. But check it out for yourself and let me know what you think.
You're serving them drinks, but I'm white.
You're disturbing the cabin. That's number one.
No, I'm not.
So we're asking you kindly, if you don't mind, just to take your seat.
I will.
We will not be serving you any alcohol.
You never served me any alcohol, but you served the black
and
people.
we will not be serving you any.
And that's fine.
Okay.
And you never served me anyone. But you're discriminating against me because I'm white.
Again, I'm going to ask you just to take your seat.
I am going to sit.
Okay.
But you're discriminating against me because I'm white. I'm white, and you don't like white people. Black lives matters, white lives matters. Where it's all peace and love. Fucked up. Fucked up shit. White lives matters, black lives matters. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm disturbing somebody. Wow.
I know, I'm watching, brother.
Yes, I'd like a water.
She wants the water.
Now everybody clap.
Right.
Look at that. You get escorted by a black person. All that talking. Yeah. Power.
Want to shoot your mouth off? Well, guess what?
At the phone, that's what happens.
Alright, so the next video takes place on a Southwest flight where a couple who had too many drinks as well started doing cartwheels in front of the gate before boarding the plane, and the flight attendant saw that and decided to deny them entry into the aircraft since she saw they were drinking. Now the couple was trying to justify their reasons for the cartwheels and recorded the whole incident and uploaded it to their channel, but quickly removed it after the backlash, I guess. But take a look for yourself and let me know what you think.
No, you can walk away. You cannot come on this aircraft.
You are shaking and I can see it.
And because you guys are jeopardizing the safety of this aircraft right now.
Okay.
So I'm threatened by both of you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Let's go.
The sheriff's department is on
Now
the way.
you hear from her home. I told you, I didn't want this thing to get escalated, but you wanted to know. Boss, go ahead.
We're going to ask you.
I want a sobriety test. I am sober. I work with children. I was doing cartwheels and back bends.
You need to get out of here.
Huh?
You do. Otherwise, I'm going to close
So you
this
are
aircraft
recording,
door.
right? It's not going to help you. The recording is not going to help. You are wasting the
No,
situation.
recording will help.
Okay.
You are wasting your.
What behavior did you see
You
of
cannot
mine?
step any closer to me.
I'm not. I stepped to the side. What behavior did
If
you
you
see of
step
mine?
any closer to me, we're going to have problems.
I'm not stepping closer. What behavior of mine did you see?
What behavior did I see?
Yeah.
You are flipping all over the ground. You can't, you're engaging, you're loud, you want attention from everybody. All of us, the whole entire crew saw it. All of us are in agreement that you
Flipping
cannot
on the
come
ground.
here.
You mean the cartwheels I was doing with the children that I met on the flight?
As I was watching you drink your alcohol.
Like I said, I
you-
did have one glass of wine.
Right, and so because you've admitted it, I'm not going to allow you to come on this aircraft today.
So anybody that's had one glass cannot get onto this
No,
flight?
anybody who's exhibiting behaviors of being intoxicated is not allowed to come onto an aircraft.
Do
And
I
that's-
seem intoxicated to you right now?
Yeah, you do. Because you aren't following any sort of instructions that any of us are asking you to do.
Because I have kids at home that I'm waiting to get back to.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is.
It is. Because you should have been behaving yourself up in and you should have been behaving yourself here. You should have been listening to him. So that's
No, you made your decision before we walked up.
right,
here.
because her behavior
right.
because her behavior was that of somebody who appears to be intoxicated.
I didn't realize that you were an expert in
I don't have to be.
behavior analysis.
I don't have to be. I have guidelines that we follow in our manual, and you can actually look it up on the FAA.gov.
Somebody is there.
And she's recording me, and so I want that deleted.
No,
So,
somebody will be
hey,
there.
I'm not
and also
gonna-
come.
she's recording me, and that's also against FARs. That's also against the
Define FARs.
Federal Aviation Regulations.
Okay.
Say that you have to have my permission to be filming me.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So I want law enforcement to deal with both of them,
Yes,
and I
please.
want that to be deleted immediately.
You can't make that demand, but they
I
Let's go.
can.
I am not intoxicated.
Your inability to walk away is saying that you are.
It's the exact opposite, but this will not
Alright, so the video cuts off there. This was the longest version of the video I could find. All the other versions were about 1 minute long, but let's move on to the next video, which takes place in a man's backyard where he hired a crew to do some cement work. I will have an update video after it with the worker explaining in more detail what happened, but basically the guy that hired the crew waited until they were done to complain and say he will get someone else to finish the job to try to finesse out of paying them. So the workers took matters into their own hands, but check it out.
You did it wrong. You did it wrong. And if I have to call somebody to get him out here to finish this job, I will. You want to, you know what?
We're going to replace it 3 stars.
I'm blowing you up online today. Here's how he deals with his clients. Here's how he deals with it. Brings the whole crew, whines all day long about how he's losing money, and he's busting up a pad that they did wrong. They did it wrong. Here they are. These are the guys you want to watch out for. They did it wrong. They did it wrong. They did it wrong. They did it wrong, and now they're busting it up, and I'm calling the police right now. I'm calling the police.
All done.
Calling the police. Get ready to explain yourself.
So, what can I say about this client? So, this client was literally down our backs and necks the whole time we were at the job. You know, super nice guy at first. Very nice guy. And the one thing I've learned in business is that that's a red flag when they're like overly nice. You know, so anyway, we did the job for the guy, you know, like I said, he couldn't have been nicer at first, the first day. So we go there, we get his job prepped, all that. We pour the concrete. You know, concrete looks amazing. You know, did everything exactly the way he wanted it. My guys went above and beyond on it. And you know, the guy waits till after the job to tell us that he wanted his stamped pattern to be a 90-degree angle and not a 45-degree angle, and pretty much tells us that his wife is an interior designer and she's going to hate this, and she's just absolutely going to be disgusted with it because she was going for some type of look or whatever, and that everything in his house is straight. But if you look next to the stamped concrete pad that we did, the deck is actually at a 45-degree angle as well. Stamped concrete looked great. I have pictures of it before we demoed it, but as you can hear him, he you know, says, if I have to get somebody else out here to finish the job, I will. But right before that we don't have on video, is him saying that, you know, he hates the job, this and that. I do have more videos, but I don't think I need to post anymore. This one was plenty. So anyway, so I go to demo it, even tell him, hey, I'm going to demo, replace it free of charge. And then he freaks out. And so what that tells me is that he didn't want to pay for the job, and it's as simple as that. He clearly liked the job because I just told him we were going to demo and replace it for free, you know, and he completely freaked out. So, yeah. So all I can really put together in my head is that maybe he was trying to call our bluff and think that we were going to be like, oh, well, sorry, you know, and then just, I guess, leave him with his expensive patio. But no, we were going to demo it and replace it for free, and then that's when he freaks out. So clearly he loved the patio. He liked the patio, and it was a very nice patio. All we had to do was pressure wash it and seal it, and it would have been 100% done, and you would have seen the color of the stamped concrete underneath. But like I said, from the video, you guys should be able to tell, and I can tell, that he's super pissed off. He hates the patio. But then we go to demo and replace it for free, and then all of a sudden he loves the patio. Or so he acts, because he gets really mad and goes crazy. But and this time and day, unfortunately, we run into people like that and clients like that. People that they want to act super nice to you. You know, they're willing to pay a deposit to get you to do the job, and then you do the job, and they're like, oh, yeah, I ain't going to pay them. Screw that. They can fight me in court for it or something. So you have to be very careful about who you take on as clients and look out for those red flags. But lesson learned, and hey, we were going to rip it out and replace it for free, but actually after the video, he decided to pick up a hammer and, you know, pretty much come at us like a crazy man, somebody that's not mentally stable for sure. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with now. But, yeah, so that's the backstory.
All right, so the next video takes place at an apartment, I believe, where this guy is 3 months behind rent and had an eviction notice and was upset when the landlord entered the home. So he started recording the landlord because he felt the landlord was in the wrong. But in my opinion, if you are 3 months behind rent with an eviction notice, I don't see why not, because the place is basically no longer yours. But I don't know, what's your opinion on this situation? I'm curious to know, but check it out for yourself.
The first thing he says is that I came into his house without notifying.
You unlocked my door.
What?
Yes, we left a note on your door yesterday.
You unlocked my door. You have no right to do that.
You pulled the note off the door saying that we would be here today, right?
You have no right to do that. That's very inappropriate. I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure that is not what a landlord's supposed to do.
Well,
you do not have a right. You do not have a right. You basically broke into my house. You basically broke into my house. I will have August.
You said the batteries.
I will have August.
But you.
No, I will not shut up in my house,
John,
because I'm
it's
trying
not
to.
Your house. It's your.
John,
I am trying to tell you guys that I will have August
John,
month's rent for you today.
just
I'm
do what
going
you're
to go and grab my check. I'm going to grab my check today.
Okay.
You're being very hostile. This is very inappropriate.
And this is typical of you.
Oh, typical of me?
Yes.
What am I doing? I have you on camera, dude. I have you all on camera.
Like I'm supposed to be scared or something?
I don't care.
Right,
if you're scared, you're still getting in my face, still walking towards me.
We pay the maintenance for this place,
and
we gave you a notice on the door written, and
you guys have basically been harassing me.
You're full of shit. What's your harassment for breaking this door?
John, take your pictures. No, you can't. Don't argue. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I am.
I am
threatening.
change anything.
So you want to get on
So
his
just
fucking
take
phone?
the pictures.
Being very
You're in the right
inappropriate.
unless you yell at him.
What?
We are in the right unless you yell at him.
I have,
So just take
I
the
have
pictures.
all this on camera. This is.
Alright, that's fine. Just take the damn pictures and can we go?
Please let me do it.
Don't argue.
You are making this
You're
worse.
the one that's telling me
You are making this a lot worse than what this needs to be.
the longer you talk to me, because they won't.
No, the more you decide to do what you want to do is gonna take long.
You had a notice.
Yeah, and I
yesterday,
understand that, but you still have no right
And I
to
knocked
come into my
on the
house.
door, and you said nothing. Therefore,
I was
we
up,
opened the
I was
door.
getting up to
Did you
answer
say
the
anything?
door.
Did
I
you
don't
say-
need to say anything,
Well,
bro.
who knows that you're
I do
gonna
not
say-
need to say a thing to you.
No.
I was here too. I heard him not only knock but announce himself.
And
I did. I was right there. I heard it.
it doesn't matter. You don't have a right.
We
Yeah,
own this
laugh.
property
You're the-
right here, and you haven't paid rent for 3 months. So, you know,
And the
maybe
The
you're
place,
just
same thing I've been telling you this whole time.
the garbage has
The
not been
same
taken
thing
out.
I have been telling
Take
you.
the picture so we can go.
This is why I record you every time you come
Yep.
into my home,
Yep.
because
John,
So Liz, can I get the
you're
goddamn
basically
camera?
very
You're threatening. You are threatening. You don't pay the rent. You break
Oh,
my
really?
house. You
Really?
break my stove.
I did not break that, and I told
You
you
didn't say
that.
anything when you signed the
You do not listen.
You didn't say
You
anything.
do not
You
listen.
didn't say anything when
I've explained everything to you. I've been very fair to
The
you.
camera's not working, Celeste.
then let's come back another time.
Let us in another time.
It's not true.
Look at yourself.
I'm giving you notice right
Look at
now
yourself.
on your camera that we'll be back tomorrow to take those pictures. Now
Right.
let's
Okay,
go, John.
that is fine, but the way he's acting right now is inappropriate.
And you are an idiot.
And I'm an idiot.
Right.
Look at yourself. Go take a look, a long look in the mirror, John. Go
At
take a
his
long
age,
look.
Nothing's going to change.
in the mirror.
Learn to be wise, will you?
Y'all need to learn to be wise, okay?
The law is on our side. John,
Look-
get
oh.
out of there.
Oh, oh,
John,
oh, oh,
let's go.
oh,
And also the 30th,
Oh.
the 30th of
Oh.
September was the end of the period
Oh.
that we could evict you. So
oh,
that hole in the wall will be fixed. The
Oh.
kitchen- yeah.
oh.
John,
Okay.
let's go.
We'll have the
Look
sheriff
at ya,
over here in a little bit.
look at ya. I will be sending this to the police. Thanks, John. You did yourself some justice.
Alright, John would have made things worse if it wasn't for his wife, but let's move on to the next video, which is a pretty wholesome but also a way to learn how to defend yourself in case you run into a kangaroo. This way you can at least leave this video learning a new skill in case a kangaroo ever tries to confront you on the streets or the wild. But check it out and let me know what you think.
Now, he's standing right up. You show me how big he is. You'll lean right back and you use that tail as a spring and he'll come forward. And here, well, you can see. No, stop, come on, calm down. I'm going to go down and he'll come down. And that is the end of the conflict.
Alright, that's about it for today. So if you enjoyed any of those videos, let me know down in the comment section which one is your favorite one. Also share with your friends and social media. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. And we out.